Hey, so I'm traveling this week, but I was not going to let that stop me from stopping by today to talk to you on day 33 of the 40 Gameful Days of Summer. And today I had promised I would talk about badges. Yesterday we talked about points. Now, badges are probably one of the elements that I've seen used a lot, most extensively, and also really creatively. So sometimes they get a bad rap because some poor applications, some poor designs out there do assign badges for inconsequential things. And as we talked about previously, whatever you're going to be using in terms of gameful elements, it has to provide some value to the learner. And badges are great because they provide value not only to the learner, but they can provide value to all of the people around the learner. And so I'll give you a couple of examples. One is that in the workplace, a lot of times badges can be issued to reflect different competencies. So when you have increasingly distributed teams, people who don't work in the same location necessarily, or spend a lot of time working virtually, and so these team members, you want to form these teams that have different expertise. And so maybe if I'm trying to compile a team and I want to make sure that I'm getting a good mixture of people that will have the skill set that I need for whatever the particular project is, these badges can provide that information. And so the badge can represent, that people have a certain ability, a certain skill set. The badges also can help people within the team or within a workplace by doing things like, let's say somebody needs to ask some questions about PowerPoint, and they see that I have the super expert PowerPoint badge. That makes me a really valuable resource to them, and then they might reach out to me and say, hey, I had some questions. I was hoping you could help me out with this. So the badges can be used between employees to provide some information about that. They also form nice little communities because I can see other people who have the same skills I do, and so if I want to communicate about a particular issue or particular competency, that forms my little tribe. I have other people that I know I can talk to, and they've had similar experiences that I've had because they have the same badge that I have. Badges also big in higher education. I talk to a lot of people, and sometimes in the US particularly, there are some concerns. We have privacy issues, we have FERPA laws and things like that, and people do have to work around that, but it's not at all hard to use the badges even in a higher education space. And what's really nice about open badges and digital badges and things is they're not just cute little pictures. People think of badges as being just the image, but badges can actually carry a lot of information with them. So they can tell you who issued them. They can tell you a little bit about what the competencies were that the person had to have to earn the badge. In some cases, they actually have links to digital artifacts embedded in them, so you can actually see maybe a portfolio item, or you can see information that shows what the person actually accomplished to get that badge. Badges are increasingly they're increasingly in demand because they do serve as wonderful little micro credentials. And so both in the education space, the academic space, and also in the workplace, increasingly I see people interested in talking about badges and learning about badges. So that's sort of my quick message for today is badges can be really valuable, but like anything